Hi, my name is Adrian Schaefer. I am an industrial and car designer. We're gonna talk about the APS21, the ankle protection system of the 21st century. What is it? The ankle protection system looks like this. It's a protection system designed to integrate with a sport shoe. Basically, it protects your ankle. It does have a membrane here at the back to allow you free movement, and it's got this area here, an area of free movement. So basically, this upper segment will be able to rotate under that pivot point, and being able to move allows your ankle to move. Meanwhile, you're running, practicing football, rugby, American football, baseball. At the same time, you will be protected because you got that, and those layers are inside of that piece here. Looks like this. If you're running, you will do like that, and that's the ankle protection system, the upper part, and that's your foot moving in a fast running movement. The APS is a patented system, so it's patented in Germany, United Kingdom, and US. Because we don't like to talk on the air, this is the patent of Adrian Schaefer. That's my name, Adrian Schaefer, that's me. It's also patent here, we get the certificate from England, and this is a patent in US. Now I would like to show you some points here. What is the problem?
We all know that everybody suffers injuries in the practice of contact sports. The kids as they discover their play, the juniors as they tackle their strength, and finally the professionals as they practice to master.
The problem is the following. In the practice of contact sports, the presence of fractures, lacerations, bruises in the ankle region take the worst part, and the numbers of these injuries are increasing worldwide. Here you see, for example, some of the injuries happening in Australia. 32% of those old injuries happen there, in the ankle region. And here from all the injuries, worldwide, which are sprains, 47% happen in the lower ankle, 47%. You see, if someone kick you there with strength enough, it can actually break in one shot the tibia and fibula bone. And not only that, if it's a middle speed kick, it could make micro fractures there, and those micro fractures can stay inside of the joint and give you a big bad time. You can be injured for years with this, and this is what we want to avoid: the injuries in the inner area of the bones, the joint, and we want to avoid the injuries outside. Again, you see a foot kicking in the side. If you got a plastic shell protecting you in the side, the plastic shell absorbs the impact, and if you have the studs here going over your skin without this thing, you will have a massive abrasions, lacerations, so you have open cuts. And okay, 1 second in 6 steps. What happened in 1 second? The whole energy concentrates in one point. The foot impacts the plastic shell outside, and all those materials, the foam materials and the gel capsule, absorb the impact and distribute it equally in the whole surface. So your talar dome will not have microfractures inside, and your skin outside will have no open cuts or swallows because this absorbs the impact. So basically, a lot of those injuries could be avoided. No direct impacts, no bone fracture, chips, no open trauma in the skin, also no cuts, no player out of the game. This is what we want to avoid. We want to avoid that your kids sideline it because they cannot practice a sport anymore. If you have a system like this, the kids will not be bullied because they are protected, so they don't have to get sidelined. They can keep playing. The kids, the juniors and the professionals, this happens to everybody. One another question is why we don't have an ankle protection system. Well, I've been asking the same question for the 10 years. I do have an answer. This is the answer. It's gonna take a little while. Here we go. So that's the APS, the shoe of the future, contact sport shoe of the future, the APS21. Now we need those investors to invest. Thank you. You are our capital. You make the difference. Here you see the happiness of our kids. Let's keep this happy feeling going and their health intact. Help us to build the contact sport shoe of the future. With the APS21, we will keep them going. Thanks.